How are y'all doing? Trying to get in on my other social media as usual. I might need to make that go up a little bit. We're working the mess out this blanket. Okay, let me see how many more rows I need to do first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're on 20. We're on row 20 because double that equals 18. We just finished 19. We're on row 20. Hey, bestie. How you doing? Hi, Shada. Awesome. Okay, awesome. That's good. I'm so excited for you. What electives did you choose? Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Wilma. Awesome. Okay, cool, cool. I knew one of them was gonna be banned in color guard, but cool. Computers and basically writing their story. That's cool. That's cool. And the home ec is awesome. I loved home ec. I don't know if they do it as much as they used to, but I used to love baking from scratch and um and sewing things. We learned how to sew pillows and aprons. We sold aprons for Mother's Day, and we sold pillows for ourselves. It was pretty cool. That's about the only thing I remember is that I can remember how to sew is a pillow because it's just four corners. But I enjoyed home ec immensely. In our area, they don't really offer home ec anymore. My youngest son is taking safe serve. Awesome. Okay, awesome. That's good. I was a big crafty kid, so I knew pretty much about cooking. I didn't know a lot about sewing. Right. I figured you probably would, but I wasn't sure. I was gonna say band, but I was like probably I don't know. Hi, Jack. Okay, awesome. I love it. Okay. Very well grounded. I love it. Thank you. I mean, hi, Melanie. I look if they would have had all that in my day, I think I would have been up to that too. They would have had it when I was younger. I would have been up to that too. Bye, bestie. All right. Have a good night and have a good day tomorrow. I don't feel like checking the rows constantly, so in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna check them to make sure I don't go over my count, which I don't think I'm gonna go over the count by the end. Uh oh. This is me trying to give my shoulder a break. Ooh, I couldn't see that at all. That was naughty. No, I'm making a blanket, a 5 foot by 7 blanket. Thank you, Gigi. Uh oh. I didn't mean to knock the pen over there. Let me refold this because it's getting on my nerves. Let me straighten it out a little bit. Fold this up a little and then fold it like that. Turn it this way. Now that should feel more relaxing to work with. I'm doing purl stitches. This keeps the blanket from curling on the edges. And that's what the stitch markers are there for, to let me know where to start and stop at. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. It really, to me, it's really easy. Hi, Marilena. Marilena. Hi, Maria. Hi. It's just, oh, thank you, Freedom. I appreciate it. Hi, everyone. It just looks more complicated than it is because it's 198 pegs. So, hi, Nina. Hi, Ukraine. Uh oh. Uh oh. Had it happen. Oh, thank you, Whitney. It took me a minute to use mine too. I shouldn't have raised my hand up because then I let the rest of it pop off further than it should have. It took me a while to work on mine too when I first got it, so I understand. Hi, Brenda. I'm making a 5 foot by 7 blanket. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. I'm getting ready to do some pearl stitches. So you can do pearl stitches and other different stitches on the loom. So it's not just all loose stockinette stitch. No, I haven't finished it. I just actually started back on it today. I haven't touched it for a month, and I just started back working on it today, literally today. So I put 2 hours on it today. I feel so ashamed because I've been moving along with this one. At the amount that I finished on this one, I could have been done with the green one. Hi, Laganol. Hi, Pilar. I honestly should have been done with the green one a long time ago. But now that I'm excited about this one, I can go back and forth between it and the green one. I wanted to get some length on this one so that if I ever took a break, I can go back to it and be like, okay, I don't got that much left to do. Yes, yes. So even on the small round ones, you can make blankets on those too. Cause all you need is 10 stitches. There's a 10 stitch method. You can make the blanket as big as you like, and you can still make blankets without having to have this one with the this amount of pegs. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Yes, this is a blanket. Awesome, NJ. Yes. Hi, Rabia. Yes, it's a form of knitting. It's looming, but yes, it's a form of knitting. Uh oh. Awesome. I crochet too. I've been looming for over 10 years, and I been crocheting for about 5 years. I got my little dobbies right here. No problem, Nina. So I had Harry Potter, but they're already gone. I had made two Harry Potters. They're already gone, and I have to make. I'm trying to make like a Harry Potter series, so I gotta remake Harry Potter for the third time, and I'm gonna try to make each. These are like um, Hogwarts houses, so that's what I'm kind of like got myself going here. Thank you, Yarn Tages. Thank you, NJ. Yes, 5 foot, 5 feet by 7 feet. I'm technically working on two at the moment. I'm trying to go and get the other one done. No, this loom is 5 feet, but you can work it up to be 7 feet long. The width is 5 feet. Hey, Alyssa, how you doing? No, I don't use the way I'm holding it on live. I don't normally do that when I'm not on live. I mostly sit it in my lap, or, I make it more convenient for me to work on. But I have a pinched nerve in my neck, so my shoulders tend to hurt. But I have more mental health concerns than I do physical pain. So So I put up with, a lot of physical pain for my mental health reasons. So it's not too bad. That's good. You're doing good. It's all in the pen to me for me and rapping fast freedom. Thank you, Nina. It is. It really is. It's fun too. Yes, I am. I've been taking a lot of steps this past year. So yeah, I am. Thank you, Johnny. Welcome in. Thank you, Johnny. Hi, Unless. Yeah, I am. I actually currently I just recently, like, I'm in not the doctor right now. I recently I think it's more like it's more like how do I explain, like immunocompromised type thing. So right now, I should be in physical therapy, but I'm really not. But I'm on different medications for like all the physical pain and stuff, and I'm seeing people for mental health. So yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I recommend this for beginners. Cause all you're doing is wrapping the thank you, Johnny. All you're doing is wrapping the pegs counterclockwise. As a beginner, I just recommend that the way you see me wrapping the pegs with the pen, you you'll do that as a beginner. Now the only thing about that is when you're just doing E-stitches, because that's what they're called, your blanket work will curl, so you'll have to learn different stitches eventually. But I learned different stitches with my first blanket, so I was um, I was making my garter stitch in my awesome, Sarah. I was making garter stitches in my second blanket, so it really didn't take me that long to start putting borders on the blanket to keep it from curling. So it won't be bad. I think it's a good way to start. Awesome. Okay, Johnny. I like that. My mom does quilting. She just recently started back quilting. I think it was about 2 years now. She used to do it when we were little, but she life got in the way, so she just started back. I was like, that is so awesome for you. Thank you, Unless. Yeah, I was so glad that she started back because she's a crafty, artistic person too. This loom costs about $50 on Amazon. The It doesn't come with these stitch markers or this or a wrapping tool. This just an old hollowed out pen found around the house. So there's also This is a KB loom. KB has this kit called Loom Knitting Basics kit, and that would be very helpful too. That was like my favorite, like my first time starting to read patterns and understand a lot of stuff was the KB Loom Knitting Basics. Right, right. I got you, Johnny. Thank you, Mirtha. No problem, Sarah. But yeah, if y'all want to, you can start with the round ones because you can still make a blanket on those because all you need is like 10 stitches. There's a 10 stitch method that you can find on YouTube. But yeah, so if you just want to like get the feel of it without being overwhelmed because it's like 198 pegs, because you don't have to use all of them. You can start off with the round ones. But if you feel like, oh, I'm not gonna get the round ones. Why get the round ones when I can just get the big ones and then got everything, all the pegs I need? Go ahead and get this one, and just don't use all the pegs for right now. You speechless, Johnny? Yeah, not too pricey, Ruth. Right. I'm trying to find them. I keep hearing yard sale, thrift stores, and I haven't ran up on one in the yard sale or a thrift store yet. Cause I got three of them. I want a fourth one. Cause I want to sit up and still make blankets on the three that I have and start making clothes. I wanted to start making clothes this year, and I just didn't really want to pay full price when I can find one thrifting. Hi, George. And I can find one thrifting for even cheaper, and I got everything I need. So I was just like, I just need the loom base. Because normally when you go to the thrift store, they don't have everything with it. But there's hardware tools shaped like this in the hardware section of Walmart and places like that have this hook like thing on it. So you can find something like this pretty much anywhere where you wanna, if you find one at a thrift store, you can find this part at in the hardware section. Hi, George. I'm sorry I can't see what you're saying, Angelica. Hi, Hipsia. Right, right. One that had like two pegs. Mm-mm. There is one that has four. That has four pegs. I think if it doesn't have four, it has about five or six. Hi, Sally. Y'all, give me a second. I gotta get this mosquito. I'm not interested in being bitten tonight in multiple places, and it's sitting up on my computer screen. Oh, I almost lost my computer trying to get it. Well, he flew away. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get him. Hold on, cause I don't want to get bitten. Give me just a second. I gotta get him. It looked like he already got me. God darn it. Already done got me because he was full. That's why I was like, he looks big. Hmm. That made me mad. Hi, Maria. Thank you, Rhino. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. You said five. Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, they got them in all different sizes. Right, exactly, Sally God. Lee. I'm like, I'm glad it wasn't a black and white one because them suckers are fast. I probably would have knocked a couple of things down trying to get it. Hi, Delton. Uh-oh. I almost knitted off on the wrong side of the pig. Hi, Antonio. Hi, Bernicia. This is looming, a form of knitting. Cause that's a whole nother part to it. Yarn addiction. After you get into the craft, the yarn is a problem afterwards. It's a side effect. I got so much yarn in here and still be like, I need another color. I don't have the right colors. Thank you, Gonzalez. Hey, Vinci. Hi, Sherry. Cherry on top. Okay. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Okay, Dottie. Cool. I have to remember now, don't you know? I be having to remember so many names. I be doing my best. Hi, Robbie. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you, Dottie. I appreciate it. I really need to count these rows before I get too excited. Hi, Julia. I get excited and get beside myself, and then I just keep going without counting. I only need 26 rows of this color, and um, oh, you got your rabbit. I want a rabbit. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Crystal. I went into um I went into the Petco the other day, and we were only in there for like dog medicine or dog supplements. And my husband was like, "No, he wants me to walk around my eyes closed and don't ask for, don't be in there asking for pets." I had just got a dog for Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry, your phone is on 1%. If you happen to leave, I hope you have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you for coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 24. Yeah, I only got two more to do. Yeah, I have two dogs. Two dogs. We one is a rescue, and the other one we got him from someone as a puppy. The second one is Wild Child. No, it's not hard to do. You can. I've made beanies on here, scarves. You can make pants, skirts, dresses, cardigans, hoodies, cows, tube socks, some everything. You can double knit on here. This is uh, this is double knitting. So you can do that on here with thicker yarn. You can turn it into a tube, so you don't have to like do just one side the way I'm doing. So you can connect it and everything. It's a lot of stuff you can do with it. It goes up to 5 feet, so you can pretty much make any size of clothing that you like. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. And when I get ready and change colors, I often get asked how to change colors. It's really easy. But when I get ready and change colors, I flip it over. Yeah, I'm making a blanket right now. I'm gonna flip it over and let y'all see. Once I just gotta let me get these 2 rows out the way. That's what most people use it for, is to make blankets. But yeah, I'll definitely let y'all see once I get these 2 rows on here. Hi, Dion. Thanks so much for the likes, y'all. Hi, Asmatan. Asmatan. And you can do multiple stitches. Right now, I am doing E-stitches and purl stitches, and the combination of E-stitches and purl stitches, which also make garter stitches. Uh-oh. Thank you, Deborah. Hi, hi, Marcia. All right, so I'm gonna do this one more row, and then I'll let y'all see it. Thank you, Serenity. I appreciate it. Hi, Brittany. All right, wrapping my last row. Well, finishing wrapping my last row of this color for right now. Because I'm not halfway at my length yet. I'm just about at 3 feet. Thanks so much for the likes. Hi, Maria. Hi, Anna. I'm sorry I can't see what you're saying, so I'm gonna answer what I normally get. Questions that I normally get. This is looming. It's a form of knitting, and I'm working on a 5 foot by 7 blanket. I'm using number 4 weight yarn. You can use. People typically use number 4 weight or number 6. You can make clothes on here, so you can make pants, skirts, and hoodies and dresses and cardigans and stuff like that. And I've actually made beanies and sweaters on here. I mean, not sweaters, scarves on here. You can also make cows and tube socks. Hi, Cheryl. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. I'm making a 5 foot by 7 blanket. I'm getting ready to show it off. As soon as I finish this row and push these pegs down, I'll show it off in just a second because I'm getting ready to change colors. Let me go ahead and cut this loose. Hi, Anna. I like to have, go ahead and separate that because sometimes I get a little excited and I go to connecting rows. I cut it this long so I can go back and thread the yarn in. So it'd be easier. I know that's extra yarn, but I'd rather have more than less. And I make plushies too, so I take the extra yarn and fill it in, fill in my plushies with it. Hi, Margaret. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Maria, I can't see what you're saying. Hi, Sheila. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's me trying to move fast. Hi, Cheryl. And then we're gonna move to that blue yarn next. So if y'all are curious, um, I haven't really been consistently working on it because I crochet as well. So, um, I would say, um, I don't know. Thank you, Lucy, for the follow. I'll just say I've been working on it for about a month, but I haven't been consistently working on it. So in all that time of a month, I've worked on it like 4 hours a week. So for setting it up for garter stitches, I do eight. Um, I do seven garter stitches because after working with them for so long, that's what I discovered was a good number for me. The magic number is five though, but I prefer seven. And so I section this off right here to keep that. That's where. So I start off with purl stitches, a full row of purl stitches, and a full row of full row of stitches, and a full row of purl stitches. That's one garter stitch. So these chains that you see that kind of look like chains is a stitch and then a purl stitch. So I do a full row of these. I do like seven garter stitches here, and then where I got it sectioned off right here, I stop doing the garter stitch. After I get my seven garter stitches, I stop doing it here, and I just do stitches here, and I keep doing the garter stitch here where it's sectioned off at. Where you see this section off, this is where I keep doing the garter stitch at. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cheryl. Then thank you, Lucy. So this is like, I'm gonna flip it over the other way, y'all. I be trying to show y'all my clean side. Let me get a little water. Hi, Lillian. Thank you, Arlene. So I'm gonna show y'all how I thread it. I'm trying to see if this is enough. Yeah, that's enough blue. That is just enough blue. Thank you, Cheryl. I gotta find my long tapestry needle or a heavy tapestry needle will do. I don't know my long one there right now, and I don't want to dig for it. So I'm gonna take a tapestry needle. Uh-oh. And I'm just gonna toss this down through there. Thank you, Burnett. Put that up because I tend to lose stuff even when it's not that far. I lose it. All right, let me follow this up a certain way so that it doesn't do crazy stuff. Okay, I think that should be fine. All right, so we cut the yarn on this side right here. I always cut my yarn loose on the E-stitch row because I know if I work the next row, it's not gonna. Let me explain that real quick. So, you don't have to be as particular as I am, but I like to tell people because some people may be particular as I am. So I only change colors on my E-stitch row because if you change stitches on your purl stitch row, this little change right here where you see like those dot 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 change will be on the front side of your blanket. So if you change colors on your purl stitch row, because the purl stitch is the inverse of your E-stitch, it's going to show on the outside. So that's why I only change colors on the E-stitch. And that's also because I tend to like do like 10, 15, 25, but I can't do 10, 15, 25 because I'm working like odd even rows because I'm doing purl stitches here. So my purl stitches are my even rows and my E-stitches are my odd, all E-stitch rows are my odd rows. So I only change colors on my odd number rows. So hence me doing this. Hi Anna. Okay, so I explained that and why y'all see all the strings on one side of the blanket and not the other. Alright, so I'm going to create my slip knot. I'm not using my nails because they're press-ons and I don't want to pull one off. And I try to make sure the tail goes on the outside when I put the slip knot on there. And then you just don't slightly tug it close as you can. And this is pretty much your color change. I'm trying to make sure I got the screen down in there. Alright, and then you just start wrapping like you never stopped. So you change the color. Once you knit off, pick the bottom stitch over this blue. You'll seal in that color. And I don't tie knots. You can tie knots. I feel like that slows me down. I have ADHD, so anything that I can avoid doing that I feel like slows me down, I just don't do it. So I've never had a blanket unravel because I leave my strands long enough as well. And I hide my strands before I cast it off the loom because once I cast it off, I'm done. My brain shuts down like I'm done. If I have to hide strands after I take this thing off of here, I'm like, nope. I prefer it manually. I do have knitting machines, the crank knitting machines. I don't really like them because they're very picky about what type of yarn they're smooth on. So I just don't use it that much. Yeah, this loom is it's good for beginners. It have like it just don't have this in there. This is a good thing that you'll need. And these stitch markers in the kit. But it'll have this in the loom in there and it'll have like patterns and some tips and stuff. But earlier I was saying my favorite kit that I bought was was KB Loom Knitting Basics book. Let me get that book out because it's gonna be, it'll really help y'all if I can find it. It should be back here like easily accessible because I've been looking for all my pattern books lately. It's down here somewhere. Uh, nope, that's not it. It's down here. It's down here. This. Let me try to set this loom up so it stops sliding. This was the best buy I ever made looming wise. I highly recommend. By the way, I have ADHD and dyslexia. So I'm just letting y'all know. It really helped me a lot. So there's a kid. This kid is on Amazon, and I have ADHD and dyslexia, and I was still able to like figure this out. I can't show you a completed blanket because I don't really keep blankets. Well, blankets this size, I don't really keep them because I only do them once a year. Now I can show you a baby blanket. Those I tend to make often, so I tend to have more of those. But I don't keep darn, I'm dropping. I don't keep bigger blankets that long. This is number 6 weight Bernat blanket yarn, and so this is just a baby blanket. So I can show y'all this, but I don't have any completed bigger blankets because I don't readily make them because I don't, I don't be having all the colors, and then I have to go buy all the colors and stuff to sit down and make a really big blanket. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you, Akori. But yeah, so this is about as big as y'all gonna get it. As big as I'm able to show. Let me throw it back up here or hang it up right here, cause. Thank you, Cheryl. So yeah, I only really keep a lot of baby blankets because those I'm willing to like, because it's not gonna cost me that much, and I'm usually just doing it as a hobby. So this blanket is a hobby blanket. The blanket I got in behind me is a hobby blanket. So I'm just sitting around making them, and yeah. So normally I just do them once a year because I'm just sitting around making them. And then about a year later, they typically go to someone else. Now, last year I made 2 because I was making gifts for my kids for Christmas. So I made them blankets for Christmas. And that's the only number 6 weight blanket. It takes me about a month. I finished one in 3 weeks, but it usually takes me about a month. Hi, Kimberly. That's the only six weight blanket that I've made on here. I've done it with my other green loom. that's similar to this one, but it's wider gauge. No, it's just an old hollowed out clicking office pen. So you can just find a pen around the house, an old pen that you have, and just use it. Take everything out of it, thread the yarn through, and use it. Some people tend to use straws, but I prefer the pens because I feel like I can take the end of it off of here, and I now can use number 6 weight yarn. With this on, I can use thinner yarn. So I like the way I feel like it's more versatile. With using a pen, it's more sturdy, and it helps me wrap faster because of it's pointed down like this, so it's going, in between the grooves. I feel like a straw is more, like this, so it's gonna be harder for me to like work through there fast. But you can get skinnier straws too. But I just feel like the pen is more sturdy. Cause I mean, you can find a pen around the house. We all, like our pens when we get older. And they have loom knitting pens as well, but I feel like if you can find a pen around the house, it's really not worth getting the loom knitted pen because you won't be able to take the tip off of it. It'll just be like this with a permanent end pointed down. So I mean, you can get the pen from Amazon, but I don't feel like it's really worth it. And the stitch markers. That Loom Knitting Basics book that I showed y'all, this one will come with stitch markers. So it'll have I can't remember what all was in it, but it will come with stitch markers, um some it on I thought it would have it listed on the front or the back of the book. But some tapestry needles. I think it came with a crochet hook as well, but I can't really remember because I've had it for 3 or 4 years, and half the stuff these two orange ones these orange ones came in it. Like I hardly I put it so many places I halfway know what came with it because I have so many crafts up in here. It's hard to know what came with what. And I work on my loom in a certain way because I have ADHD, so that way I can talk and have conversations and stuff. So I'm moving around on my loom more in a mechanical way, so that I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of like just doing the process I'm used to. So if you're concerned about doing this with ADHD, also with when you for beginners, I recommend using variegated yarn for your first time. It helps a lot. It helps a ton. So It makes the process more interesting and more intriguing than it does more tedious. Hey friend, how you doing? That's good. I'm doing pretty good. Uh-oh. Thank you. Uh-oh. Now I am using three different brands of yarn, just so y'all know. I can't think of the gray is like a Joann's. I can't think of what brand of that Joann's yarn was. That Michaels, I think Michaels carries it now. So that's that Joann's yarn. This is Red Heart, and this is Lion brand Woolies. So I'm not making sure that I'm using the same brand of yarn. I'm more like um whichever looked cute when I googled it. Whatever came up and it looks very close to what I was asking for, that's what I'm getting. Thank you, Chambers. How you doing, Audie? I was trying to separate your name, and I was like, okay, I see. I see now. Sometimes my dyslexia be acting up. I'm like, okay, get it together, girl. Hey, friend, how you doing? Okay, autumn. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, look, don't remind me. I'm back into that mode. I'm doing pretty good. I'm back into that mom mode as well. My oldest son added to my plate and added to his plate, and then he added to mine. So he started like officially working in May. So he works at McDonald's. That's why I say it's not like just some type of summer job. It's a job. And so today I had to go. Well, from now on until he gets his own car, I had to go pick him up from school, bring him by the house to get changed, take him to work, and then go pick up my other child from football practice. But normally we have to pick. We would have had. They used to both do football last year though, and since they played junior high and senior high, we would have to go to two different games. But now the oldest son, he's like he don't want to play football anymore, and he's kind of like on his career track because he's in 11th grade, so he's thinking about his future. And the youngest one is still playing football. So yeah, I don't get home about 5 o'clock. I leave the house about 2:45. And the only day he doesn't work is Wednesday. So I'm just praying for him because I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna do this. You go to work at 4. You get out of school at 3:38. But I have to come out. Oh, wow, that's awesome. But yeah, busy every year, and we thought we were gonna get a break this year, and it was like no, no. Cause I wasn't even sure if the youngest one he had a tough year last year, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna go back to football. But sure enough, he went back to football and he's enjoying it. So I'm very happy that he's enjoying it because I thought it was gonna be something that he couldn't enjoy anymore. I just want him to get out and do something, cause do something productive, cause he's usually in the house like a hermit crab, and doesn't want to do anything but be in his phone, be in his room on his phone. Right, exactly. Yes. Mhm. Cause I have to make him leave the house. It's so crazy. And we switched his school too, so I was worried about that too. I was worried that he was gonna have a hard time adjusting, but he's actually doing like really well. I guess he just needed more, a bigger school because we've had him at a small school for years. So he see the same kids, same teachers every year. So he's handling it really well. Hi, Rita. Right. Yes. I'm very thankful. Yeah. Right. Right. Because when I say last year, he he had me come pick him up from school early, he, multiple times, or he was calling home multiple times to come home, and then it was the second half of the school year, and then he tried to call me to come get him within 30 minutes of being there. So I was just like, dude, you act like you're like this is your first day of school. It was like 7:45, and he was like, "Mama, can you come get me?" I'm like, "No, son. This is like a part of growing up. Um, you have to just take everything on." And then like at lunchtime, I was like, "I just check on him at lunchtime." Lunchtime, he was like, "I'm fine. I'm fine now. I'm okay. I can handle the rest of the day." I'm just like, "Gosh darn, dude." Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh me, oh my. Okay, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your night and a good day tomorrow. I hope take it easy tomorrow. Thank you. Uh-oh. Okay, if you we can do messages um on here now. If you message me, I have several videos already. I have like live replays and several video tutorials on how to set it up. If you message me, I can go ahead and get them sent to you. Uh-oh. sometimes it gets a little stuck. I kind of be want to put some oil on the little turning table thing, the lazy Susan thing, but I don't want to add no extra issues. But I've had it for a really long time, and I got another one. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, I got 15 minutes left. Uh-oh. I'm gonna try and see if I can. I should be able to do 2 more rows, providing nothing extra happens. Ooh, what did I do here? Crap. I missed this. Let me turn this around. I dropped the stitch. Or did I? Yeah, I did. I did this like this. I really want to do that. I think I can do it with this though. Uh-oh. No, no, no. It's because I'm trying to use. Why am I doing that? I usually loosen up more yarn than that, but I didn't really feel like it. All I had to do was go a couple more pegs. But I got it back right, so it don't really matter. I don't know why that's tight, but okay. See, that's why I said if nothing goes wrong, and that happened, I might still have it just enough time though. I just need 3 minutes to knit this off, and then I should be able to do one more row. Where is the yarn coming from? It's just wrapped around. Okay. I got enough time to do one more row. And while I'm doing that one more row, I just want to let y'all know that my live schedule is Mondays and Tuesdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Central. So if you want to come back and check me out, then I will do my best to be back here on Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. Central. I do post tutorials. I haven't posted tutorials in a minute, but I still have some old ones that I am more than willing to find for you. And I'm planning on posting some newer ones to so that y'all don't have to search for the other ones or try to get the page more organized or the channel more organized for y'all. But this is my last row. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you're about to leave, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I know, like, message, like my talking be kind of lagging as when you guys hear it. So I try to make sure I say whatever I need to say within 5 minutes to spare. Oh, I almost knocked the thing on the floor. Uh oh. All right, my awesome people. I hope you guys have an awesome night, my crafty people. And I will see you guys back here Monday and Tuesday night of next week from 8 to 10 p.m. Central. I hope you guys have a good one. And here's the blanket before I go. Before I go.